quickie rundown on what I'm using for materials here. I have some horsehair fibers, courtesy Woodland Scenics, and let's see, also we have, this is furnace filter material that I'd cut up for something, I can't remember what, so that yields some smaller pieces. The smaller parts of that are okay, the larger ones are a little too big. Over here, I think it was a paintbrush along, and then over here, yeah, definitely a paintbrush that I dyed, just like one of those cheap chip brushes, and then I dyed that with a real strong mix of RP02 green. Hey, these guys, look at these guys, they're ready to go. So there's a little bit of famo wood that I just put inside that little flower box. And now I'll put a little bit of dirt on that and then put the plants in it. And this is how I add the dirt. I just have a little container here of dried dirt, and I put a little bit on top of that famo wood matte medium mixture, and off goes the extra. There we are. So this flower bed material is just a mixture of famo wood, matte medium. The famo wood is very thick and the matte medium dilutes it a little bit. I put a little chalk paint in that, and then also I put real dirt on top, and put a little dirt on top, and then just kind of shook it off in a container. And so whatever stuck to the mix is what you're seeing. And then the plants just go right into that. That's a flower pot with no flowers yet. Maybe tomorrow we'll have some fresh blooms. Alrighty, so these babies are ready to go, but they need to dry overnight first, because otherwise the plant material is going to wiggle all over the place before we put flowers on them. So it'd just be nice to have that real nice and solid, and that'll be good for the morning. See you then. Yeah, I'm just going to give this one try here with the addition of a few flowers. I just wanted to see if I could capture that on the screen. Hopefully got my plant there. Looking good. I've got a little matte medium here on my brush. And here's what I do. A little dip there, a little here, a little there. So I'll, separating, trying to coordinate plants to colors here. I don't just cover everything all at once. Let's try this little guy right here. Okay. And the best thing to do is to work over the container that you take it from so you can capture that. I put a little on there, and a quick upside down tap kind of a thing here. Okay. That's about it. And that's what's going on. So, and a repeat, of course. And here I've got some on this side. Am I making a mess? A little bit. Okay. And there's some stragglers there, but I think you get the idea. Okay, there's a few more of the flowers. This wooden planter box thing, that's a that wood I talk about in a separate video that I'm preparing. How to get the wood, a light colored wood like this, a basswood, to take on some tannins from black tea, so that you can use a solution of steel wool dissolved in vinegar to create that color or that effect. It's not even really a color, it's kind of a, I don't know what you'd call that. Okay, so now here's one I haven't done yet. I think I've shown that earlier. All right, and here's the last one here. Again, just creating this using applying a matte medium to the tips of the plant's stem armatures that I created in the previous shot, and then just adding different colors of scenic turf. I prefer to use scenic turfs that are not super bright. That red right there is about as far as I go on the brightness scale. I'm looking for essentially duller colors. I feel like it's just some stuff out there that is so bright and doesn't really reflect light the way that it just does in reality. So that's just my take on it. So my advice is to stick to the duller side of things and approach vivid colors carefully. Okay. Have a good one. Just wanted to point out, I did go back and add just a little bit of something for the leaves on the sides. They were pretty straight and sticky looking, and I thought, if I could just add just a tiny little bit of something there to help with that. So I went ahead and put on a little bit of, I took the Woodland Scenics Conifer turf T1366. I put that through a fine mesh screen to gather up as much fine, to basically make my own fine turf version of it. And then I used that material. I've got a whole bottle of it here. So then I used that for my my leaves on my little plants. So there we are. It's so hard to get a nice, that's not so bad. There we go. Yeah, you can actually even see the dirt down in there, I think. Okay. All right. All right. Peace be with us. Have a great night.